All right, guys, so we are now starting a new note packet. So if everyone will pull out their Unit 6 notes, 6-1 is about adding and subtracting exponents. Now, this is something that you have already done. So today is kind of more along the lines of a review. So let me grab a colorful pen. Let's go with this color. Okay, so a monomial is a number or a variable or a product of numbers and variables. Okay, so some examples. Just a number would be like 5. Just a variable would be like x. A product, you could do 3x, that's a number and a variable. You could also do a combination like with x squared, or it can be multiple things like 2xy squared. All of those are examples of monomials, and the way you know that they're a monomial is that they are not split up by a plus or a minus sign. So monomials with the same variables and exponents are like terms. To add or subtract monomials, you need to combine like terms. Okay, you do not change your variable in exponents. So for number 1, I'm going to do the odds. For number 1, I have 17 minus 25x. Since this x is the exact same, you're just going to grab your calculator and you are going to do 17 minus 25, which gives you negative 8, and you keep x. We don't change that letter. Okay, for negative 15, a to the third bc plus 6a to the third bc, since this is an a3bc and this is an a3bc, those are the same letters, you're going to take negative 15 and you are going to add 6. That gives me negative 9, and I just keep a to the third bc. The letters do not change. Okay, for number 2, I have 2ab plus 9ac. Well, AB and AC are not the same letter, so my answer for this one would be 2AB plus 9AC. They do not go together. They don't have the same letters. You have to leave them separate. All right, so number 7, I have 2/5 CD squared minus 1/3 CD squared. So CD squared and CD squared match. So we're going to alpha y equals 2/5 minus alpha y equals 1/3. And that gives me 1/15. And I just keep CD squared. That does not change. Okay, now moving to my next problem. I have 3y plus 9z plus 4y minus 3z. I'm going to start with this y. I'm going to go in alphabetical order. And then I have this y. The two y's will go together. So we do 3 plus 4, which is 7, and we keep y. And then I have a z and a z. So I do 9 minus 3. And 9 minus 3 is a positive 6, and I keep the z, so that would be my final answer. For number 11, 13w squared plus 9w plus 4w squared minus 31w. Okay, so they're all w's, but this has a squared, and this has a squared, so these two pieces go together. This is just a w, and this is just a w. Okay, so now you would do 13 plus 4, which gives you 17, and you keep w squared. And then you do 9 minus 31, which gives you negative 22, and you keep w. Okay, for number 13, it says to find the sum of 16y squared and negative 5y squared. Okay, sum means we're adding, so we're going to take 16y squared plus negative 5y squared. Since my letters are the exact same, I'm just going to do 16 plus negative 5, which is 11, and I keep the y squared. Okay, for number 15, and you need to pay close attention to this one for number 16. It says subtract 9a from negative 15a. Whatever is with from comes first. So you're going to put negative 15a minus, and then I'm going to put 9a. Okay, so now negative 15a minus 9a, since my letters are the same, I'm going to keep the letter. And when I do negative 15 minus 9, I get negative 24, and I keep a. So now what y'all are going to do is y'all are going to try 2 through 16, and if you have questions, you need to be asking.